Greetings of the day. Today we are going to discuss an interesting topic, that is use of cooperative learning with the support of augmented reality and the virtual reality. So dear participant, we all know that at present a nation with advanced educational system is considered as a superior and a dominant. Education system of each and every nation is based on a two prominent question. The one, what to teach, is dealing with the content, dealing with the curriculum of a particular nation. And the second one, which is more important, is how to teach. How to teach deals with the teaching learning process, what kind of teaching methodologies that particular education system is using to transact the curriculum. We are well aware that even the best of the curriculum are bound to fail if are not quickened into the life with the proper methodologies. So that's why I have said that the second question is more important in context of the achievement of a particular education system. So our topic is directly related with that, how we can make our classroom more interesting by using a cooperative learning approach. We all know that to transact the curriculum, the popular approaches in the 21st century are the concept learning, the flipped teaching, the blended mode of teaching, the constructivist approach, the models of teaching, cooperative learning, and many more approaches. Today's session is focusing upon the cooperative learning. We know that education can be made effective with the effective transaction of the curriculum through a proper approach. There are many methods, devices, skills we can use in our classroom. Whenever we are using a particular approach or a method, we need to understand that children come to the classroom with almost as many different expectations as we can't imagine. In your classroom, student can be with different personalities, different skills, different abilities, different cultural background, self-esteem, interest, attitude, emotional needs, and many more diversities. So we need to address all these diversities in our classroom to make our classroom full of enjoyment. So dear participant, the time has come. Now we have to move from the teacher-centered classroom to the student-centered classroom, where students can construct knowledge in the classroom by interacting with each other. We need to shift our focus from I, that is individualistic approach, from I to we, that is a cooperative learning approach. So we need to shift the focus in our classroom from I to we. So for that purpose, cooperative learning provide us a beautiful system. I would also like to mention here that we all know that there are three types of interaction mainly in the classroom. The first one is teacher-student interaction, where one teacher is interacting with another student. The second one can be a teacher-students interaction, where one teacher is interacting with a number of students. And the third one, which is very important but ignored in our normal routine classroom, that is student-student interaction. One student is interacting with the other one. This is very important interaction, and the cooperative learning is properly taken care of that very important and ignored one interaction in the classroom. The truly committed cooperative learning group is probably the most productive tool humans have to construct knowledge through student interaction. So we need to use that particular tool in our classroom. We can say that the cooperative learning has a proper base, proper roots. Its foundation is very strong. Whenever you will go through the review of literature, you will see that different kind of meta-analysis are already done on the cooperative learning. It clearly shows the breadth of the research on cooperative learning across the nation, across the disciplines. So it is a beautiful strategy, beautiful approach to be used in the classroom, which has strong research basis. So we need to use cooperative learning in our classrooms to make our classroom more enjoyable, more fruitful, more productive. The cooperative learning is basically based on the 5 key elements. The first one is the positive interdependence. All the group members are depending upon each other to complete a task. The second one, which differentiate cooperative learning from the routine group work, the routine project work. Here, the second second element is individual accountability. Each and every student in a group is accountable for the task assigned to him or her. So he or she has to complete that particular task in a group. The third one is promotive interaction among the students on a particular topic, particular content. The fourth one is a group processing, and the fifth one is development of small group interpersonal skills. So cooperative learning has these 5 key elements which differentiate it from the routine group work. That's why the people enjoy learning through cooperative learning, because it has well organized structure. Whenever you will go through the literature on cooperative learning, you will come across that there are different strategies under the umbrella term that is cooperative learning. I can name some of the strategies like learning together and alone, teams game tournament, think, pair and share, constructive controversy, jigsaw, student team achievement division, complex instructions, team accelerated instructions, cooperative learning structures, and many more. You can go through the literature and you can go through the details of the particular strategy of cooperative learning, and you can go through the steps of that particular strategies to use effectively in your classroom. Whenever you will be using cooperative learning in your classroom, you have to go through the 3 phases. The first phase is a pre-active phase. In that phase, the teacher plan each and every minute things about the classroom for using a particular strategy of cooperative learning. For example, the teacher has selected the jigsaw strategy. He will go through the jigsaw strategy, go through the steps of the jigsaw strategy, and plan the classroom accordingly. The second one is interactive phase, which is very important one, where the students are active participant in the classroom. They are doing all the activities as planned by the teacher or the guide. They are constructing knowledge in the classroom in this particular phase. And the third one is post-active phase. In the post-active phase, basically the analysis of the whole process is done. They sit together, teacher, student, different groups sit together and try to analyze the whole process. What went wrong, what went right. They analyze the whole process and make changes in the future classrooms. So this is the simple procedure to use cooperative learning in the classroom. Now the question comes to our mind that how can we use cooperative learning with the use of augmented reality and the virtual reality. So dear participant, there is a lot of scope of organizing cooperative learning with the use of the augmented reality to make it more effective, to make it more enjoyable for student, to making group across the world. So we need to go in detail about the use of cooperative learning through the augmented reality or with the support of virtual reality. Research on computer supported cooperative learning is going on from the past few years, but in this decade of advancements in technologies, especially in computer graphics, it has been possible for virtual reality and augmented reality application to emerge and be applied to computer supported cooperative learning and collaboration. There is no doubt that existing augmented reality based learning content has mainly focused on interactions among users and on three-dimensional imaging techniques, while the cooperative element has not been fully addressed or taken into consideration. With the passage of time, with more advanced researchers in this field, interactive, cooperative, and collaborative learning in augmented reality and virtual realities are emerging in the coming years. There are many potentials of augmented reality technologies which can help in learning through cooperative learning. It can overcome the limits of time and distance to organize cooperative learning groups. Augmented reality can help to provide a rich context for cooperative learning. Games can be designed with the provision of positive interdependence, promotive interaction, individual accountability, interpersonal and small group skills, and a group processing. Different apps based on augmented reality environment provides satisfaction to learners during the learning process. So we are seeing that there are a lot of potentials which can be used in our classroom. New features in AR games to be effective at fostering cooperation when designed correctly. These games can present authentic problems, give students access to investigate tools, and structure experience to foster cooperation and collaboration. Nowadays, students with a single touch can access a world of rich learning. It includes embedded videos, interactive 3D object, and many more. Interaction with the virtual object in augmented reality means people can interact, rotate, or even grab the object, while others can observe how that reaction affects the virtual object. So through virtual spaces, different cooperative learning strategies like Jigsaw, STAD, and any other strategy can be implemented in a more effective way. So virtual reality offers new avenues for remote cooperative learning across the world. We can organize cooperative learning groups among learners from different locations of the world. So we need to explore on this particular issue of using cooperative learning with the augmented reality to make our classroom a world of student, where students from any nation can work together in a group and construct knowledge in the classroom. So we can bring all the world into one classroom by using the virtual reality and the augmented reality, and the rich content can be provided in the cooperative learning groups. So dear participant, there is a lot of scope in this field, and I am very much hopeful that we all together will try to explore the potentials in this particular field. Thank you very much.